Okay, this is going to be a small demonstration on how to use the calculator to find equations given a table. So these are going to be two past questions from the 2009 May HSA. And they're going to be asking us to find an equation. It's simply that. So if we read the question, it shows the number of words a student typed during a 5-time sessions. And it says which equation best models a line of best fit. So we know that we can't count on finding a slope and then looking at the equation because it's a line of best fit. So what we're going to need to do is use the calculator, put those data values in a list, and come up with the equation, have the calculator come up with the equation for us. So this is the way that we do that. We bring up the calculator, and to get there, we press Stat, and choose number 1, Edit. All right, and look at all this stuff on my list. Well, that's easy to take care of. All we do is we arrow up to the top of the list that we want, hit clear, and go back down. And it clears it out for us. So I'm going to do that to L1 and to L2. We're going to need both of those lists. Alright? So at L1, I got to refresh my memory what the numbers were. So we got 2, 3, 4, 6, and 9. Alright, so we got 2, 3, 4, 6, and 9. My Y values are my words typed. So we got 122, then 182. $240, $368, oops. Nope. 2, 4, 0, 3, 6, 8, and I believe it was 538. Alright, so 5 values in the X and 5 values in my Y list, and I should be good to go. Let me just verify. Yep, that's it. Alright, so from the list, I go straight back to Stat. Alright, this time I'm going to do a calculation. And I want to choose the one that looks like an equation. It's real simple. Right there, number 4, linreg, short for linear regression, ax plus b. So I choose number 4. And to make sure that I put in the list that I have the data in, I'm going to push get L1 and L2 to actually come up on the screen. The way I'm going to do that is hit second and the number 1, and then a comma, second, and the number 2. You can see L1 and L2 are written in blue above those letters. So that means second activates them. Alright, I press enter. And there's my equation, 59.74x plus 3.25 as my y-intercept. Well, those numbers don't look familiar, but let's look and see what looks close. Well, I know that my a value, the one that goes next to x, is 59.7, or 59.7, which is 60. All right? So right away I know the number that goes next to x, or my x variable, which is m in this case, is got to be 60. It's not f, it's not h, it's not j. It's definitely G. Alright, so little problems with the pen. So it's G. That's our answer. Let's take a look at another one. Look at the table below. Which of these equations describes the relationship between the x values and the y values? Okay, so again, we're finding an equation. We have values for x and values for y. We can put those in Stat and find out our line of best fit. So I go to Stat, Edit, clear out my lists, And I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3, 8, 13, 18. Same process again. Press stat. We're going to make a calculation. We want the one that looks like an equation. I'm going to use L1 with respect to L2. Press enter. So my value, my slope, my A value is 5 and my y-intercept is -2. So I should have an equation that looks like 5x minus 2. All right, we see that D definitely has that answer. All right, so we've got D as that answer. So anytime you're asked for an equation, go ahead and take that data to the calculator. And you'll be able to come up with the equation much faster than trying to play with any of the values.